Hi, everyone. Hey, it's Amy from AMPO here. Back again to talk some more about annual giving and your annual giving program. AMPO is walking alongside you every week this year to look at your annual giving program a little bit more strategically than maybe you have in the past. One of the things that I realized is that I've talked to you a couple of times about your list, but I haven't actually dug in on the importance of the list and what you're looking for in evaluating that list. So this week, I'm going to just spend some time really digging in on the list and what I mean by that. So what I would ask you to do is run a list of people who gave to your organization last year. And you're going to want to include information about the giving that they gave for the previous year, but also their cumulative giving that they've given over the lifetime of being a donor to your organization. Those are going to be two key data points for us as we move forward. And so what you're going to really want to try to do first is you want to look for who your top donors were last year. And so there's not really a hard or fast rule to this. Trust me, over decades of doing this works. When you look at their levels of giving, whether it's from the previous year or from their lifetime cumulative giving, there's going to be just a natural break point. There's going to be just a point where you're going to see a segment of donors that have given above a certain dollar amount, and then there's going to be a bunch of donors that have given below that dollar amount. Now, that dollar amount is going to be different for every organization. For your organization, that dollar amount might be $500, it might be $1,000, it might be $5,000. Whatever it is, it's the perfect amount. You're doing great. Your program is doing awesome. You're doing the right thing for your organization. So don't worry about what that dollar amount is. Just look and see where it is, and then you're going to be able to identify who your top donors are to your organization. Now, I want you to spend some time really evaluating who those donors are. Some of them you might know. Some of them, their names would just come, if I asked you who your top donors are, they'd be the people who immediately come to mind. But there may be some that are surprising to you. There may be some, especially when you start looking at that lifetime, that cumulative giving amount, there may be some that are a surprise because they've been giving for a lot of years to your organization, but maybe just not at a really high annual gift amount. But when you add up that cumulative giving over years and years, they really have made a big impact for your organization. So now that you know who those donors are, I want you to ask yourself a few questions. One would be, do you know why they invest in your mission? Do you know what it is about your mission that compels them to give year over year to your organization? If you don't, set up a time to meet with them and ask them that question. What is it? Why us? Why are you investing in our mission? And then the other question that you would need to ask yourself about these donors is, do you know how they want to engage with your organization in the future? For these donors, have you had a chance to talk to them at all about how they might want to continue their giving into the future? And if you haven't, that will be another conversation that you'll want to have. Now, you don't want to have both those conversations at the same time. You don't want to ask them the why and the how at the same time. You'll want to spread those out. But those are two questions that you're really going to want to dig in deep with those donors that you've identified on the top. So there it is. That's why the list is important. The list starts to give us the data and the science that we need to start thinking about our annual giving program more strategically. So fundraising is always an art and a science, but the list is one of the main things that we're going to start with when you think about the science of fundraising. So let me know how it's going. Have you been enjoying these videos? Have you been following along? Have you gotten some new tips? I'd sure love to hear from you. You can just comment below here on the video and just let me know. If you have some more individual questions, you can always email. You can just email at info@amponow.com. And I'll get back to you with some answers, and we can find some time to help you keep your program moving in the right direction. So have a great week, everyone, and we'll be back to chat with some more tips coming up next week. So stay tuned. Have a great day.